Big bluegill. Look at that. Got my theme song playing and everything. Look at that. That's right. That's the song we play. That's the sound of the bluegill. Dubba da ba 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 ba. Well, what is up, my dudes and my dudettes? It's another day. It's 88 degrees. It is hot, and we got to go catch some fish. Today, we're going to go test some Sufix ProMix. It's kind of a mono mix. I believe it's a copolymer, but it's inexpensive. I found some on the bargain rack at my local big box, so I picked it up. We're going to try some 12-pound test with a crankbait. We're also going to throw some hula sticks out deeper because, again, it's hot. We're going to a city lake today, a small city lake, which is different than what we did the last time. The last time I went to that new lake, and it was awesome, but we only got the one fish, and he got stuck on a branch. I got a fish on that tree. There he is. That was a little hairy. I have some new techniques that we're gonna try out. We are gonna go back to that lake at least one more time on the kayak. In a couple more days, we're gonna go out, we're gonna test a creek that I found from the kayak for smallmouth. It's gonna be awesome. Time to fish. God bless America. Let's get a little better. Here we go. Tighten my belt up so my pants don't fall down, and let's start cranking. I'm gonna test this Sufix first. See how she casts. A lot of scum. Man, look at that. That's gonna wreck my good time. I'm gonna have to switch to a swim bait. I don't have any action on the bait. Shoot. Couple of casts with the jig. Now this is gonna be getting mucked up too, though. It's a panfish. There's a bluegill on a bed right there. I think I just scared the crap out of him. Now it's like I got ADD here. Big bluegill. Look at that. Got my theme song playing and everything. Look at that. That's right. That's the song we play. That's the sound of the bluegill. Dubba da ba 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 ba. Look at that guy. Purple and orange. Very cool. Not really what I thought I would be fishing today, but fish is fish. Look at that bluegill. Oh my gosh. Look at that bluegill. Holy crap. That's a keeper and a half. Wow. He's big enough to lip. Well, I didn't come here specifically looking for panfish, but they're here and they're up shallow, and that's a monster bluegill. That's a monster bluegill. We're gonna let him go. We'll keep looking. Let's keep looking for some panfish, and then we'll switch to something that we can cast for some bass. That's awesome. This was kind of like an unexpected, cool little thing. There's all kinds of stuff biting it. Look at that thing pull. Oh my gosh. That's another jumbo gill. Look at the shoulders on that thing. That's gorgeous. We're using a mule jig with Strike King. It's like a Mr. Crappie. I believe it's called a lightning shad. Let's get another release. These guys are so cool. Another one. We'll get him back right away. Just took off. Sweet. Let's get a few more, and then we'll go for more bass after that. It's funny too, because that guy was pulling drag, like no joke, was ripping drag out. You set the hook on those little guys, just go. I bet there's a bunch over there. They're just out about 10 feet out, and just slow reel coming right through them. They're just smoking it. Oh my gosh, I love fishing. I love fishing. Look at that guy. Look at that, another beauty. Oh my gosh. Look at that. And I just saw him come up, like track it upwards. Gorgeous. Gorgeous and totally unexpected. It's so cool. I watched that one track it. They get underneath it and they track it up. They're coming up behind it and just smacking it. But they're hesitant. They're like smacking it and spitting it out. The green sunfish are not even giving this thing a second look. The bluegill though, look at him go. Oh my gosh. Those are such awesome fish. Look at that thing. Another big old bruiser. Man, those are so good. Look at that guy. Beautiful. Awesome coloring, big fish. Let's let him go. It's neat. Cool. They're kind of hitting it, but they're just not wolfing it. So there's no question these panfish will be hitting it. There's gonna be some bass out past them, I betcha. I betcha. Look at them all smacking it. You can tell because they jackhammer it. Pop, 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 pop. And there he is. Kind of reddish eyes, not really. Not really. Little guy, there's 71. I have a feeling there's a bunch that size swimming right behind these dudes, looking for an easy meal. Whoa, watch out for the rocks. All right, I went ahead and retied and changed my battery because my camera overheated. Popped on a mule jig with a donkey tail in orange and brown. Got hit on the first cast. Let's see if we can get some more panfish. This thing is such a cool little panfish bait, and they just track it and smoke it. Man, second cast, you know? We're just in them. That is a good one too. Look at that fish. Look at these panfish. What an awesome, look at that. Look at that thing. Holy cow. Just a brute. I'm so glad I got into pan fishing this year. That is a ton of fun. And on 4-pound test on an ultralight, that's a fun fight. That's a fun fight. Let's do that again. Next cast. Ready? Next cast. Another good one. Another good one. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Pull and drag. They are feisty. Feisty. They keep getting bigger. That thing is the size of my hand. Look at that. Bluegill, purple and orange, man. Wow. I'm pretty sure my camera's mucked up, but holy cow. Oh my gosh. This is just unbelievable. Another. Oh, he's playing possum. Holy mackerel. This is just unbelievable, dude. This is ridiculous. It's so cool. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. That is unbelievable. Look at that fish, dude. Look at that. Just gorgeous. All right, last cast. Yeah, they're following it. They're not hitting it. I think they're wise to the fact that I'm here. Well, it's hard to stop when the panfish are biting that good. So I got 12-pound Sufix ProMix to a swim jig, the black swim jig with, this is a diesel minnow. Ooh. But my hope is that this is a little more active and it's not gonna get mucked up. I can't throw the square bill like I thought I was gonna be able to, which is really disappointing. But this stuff is kind of like rubber bandy for throwing a swim jig. Usually I'm throwing them on heavier setups. Got a bunch of geese where I want to fish. Thank you guys, appreciate it. That fish almost took the rod out of my hands. I just lost it. I just lost another stinking bass. The moral this year is when you don't use the right equipment, you lose fish. I'm using a rubber band line and I just lost about a 2.5, 3-pound fish because I didn't get hooks in it. I have lost so many fish this year. That thing almost ripped the rod out of my hands. Like there, I just made a really long cast. This stuff casts great. But there's no way I can set the hook that far out. Dumb mistakes. Dumb mistakes cost you fish. Got about 10 minutes to get a bite. I cannot believe I just did that on such a quality fish. This guy over here decided he's gonna weed whack his whole yard instead of getting a mower out. Very different from what I was fishing the other day, that's for darn sure. What the? Keep going. Whoops. Well, hello. Just a dink. I missed your big brother. All right, so let's stay positive. Today was Panfish Bonanza. We're at 72 in the hunt for 250. I learned something about trying to use a swim jig with mono. I can't believe I lost that fish. I thought I had good pressure on it and everything. It's the way it goes sometimes. I keep screwing up. This year has been a series of screw ups for me. We are at 72 bass. Today was Panfish Bonanza, so I'm not complaining. I keep missing, yeah, I changed my shirt in case anybody's wondering. I keep missing the big ones. You cannot fish a big swim bait hook on mono, even 12-pound mono, on a limber rod like that for crankbaits. You're asking for trouble, and I got trouble. We're gonna have to come out and test that line again. I gotta make some adjustments. A couple days we're gonna go out into a creek, found a new creek. We're gonna explore that and look for some smallies, see if we can get over 75. Learning experience. I question whether to show the bad stuff sometimes, but that's the whole point of this, is to show the good and the bad. And that was a mistake. I made a mistake and I paid for it. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Let's keep getting better. See you in the next one.